would like to welcome you to the sights and the sounds of the 2014 Dyer County Fair. It's the crowning of the 2014 Miss Dyer County Fair, the truck and tractor pull, demolition derby, livestock shows, fun for the kids. And don't forget this year's Bigger and Better Midway featuring the Dixieland Carnival Company. Enjoy rides, games, pageants, exhibits, live music, pig races, and so much more at this year's fair.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2014 Dyer County Fair here in Dyersburg, Tennessee. I'm Debbie Bradshaw Hart along with Eric Maupin, my co-host. How about it?
Yes, oh, it's so good to be back. The fair has started again.
It really has.
We're so excited about that.
We're really excited this year. We have a new carnival on the grounds. We have Dixieland Carnival Company out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Is that right?
Yes, I think that's right.
We're looking forward to it.
And I'm going to tell you, this new Midway is something else. Folks, you've got to come to the Dyer County Fair. We have so many new attractions this year. Pig races, just to name a few.
That's fun too. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't, but
They're
I'm
pretty
excited
cool
about it. They started tonight, the pig races. We've got a lot of neat things. Also tonight, the truck and tractor pull, USA Pullers.
USA Pullers, a new game on the block.
That's right, and they're supposed to be top notch. If you love truck and tractor pulls, you're absolutely going to love USA Pullers.
That's right. We're going to have to speed you up tonight a little bit so we can get you over to the opening ceremony because Eric is our president this year.
And that's at 7 o'clock. Officially, after 7 o'clock, the Dyer County Fair will be open. So if you're sitting at home in your pajamas watching TV, put your clothes on and come on down to the fair. It's not too late yet. I want to thank you all for being here at the opening ceremonies. Our theme for this year is our freedom, our farmers, and our fair. And I truly believe with all my heart the reason that this great country, the United States of America, is so great is because of two things mainly. Number one, our men and women have fought so bravely throughout the years for our freedom and protecting what is morally right. And second of all, we have the most abundant, safest food in the world. So right now I would like to ask anyone that is a full-time farmer or has served at any point or is serving now in the military in any of the armed forces, would you please stand? Thank you so much for your service and what you do. Now I have to say this, the third part of our theme is the fair. And I have my grandmother here tonight watching this. Granny, could you raise your hand? As a 5-year-old child, I didn't stay away from home very much, but I can remember at 5 was the first time my parents were going out of town, and I was going to spend the night with my grandmother for the first time. And so I went and I spent the night that night, but earlier that afternoon I was outside playing. And I ran inside, and my grandmother had some of her friends over, and they were playing cards. And I ran in, and I said, Granny, I've got a pee-pee. Well, it embarrassed my grandmother, and she kind of pulled me over to the side and said, Eric, we don't need to say that again. You embarrassed Granny in front of her friends. From now on, if you have to do that, just come up to me and say you have to whisper. Well, folks, I had a code word with my granny for the first time. I had to whisper 6 more times that afternoon, and it was amazing. But the most interesting thing was that night I was scared being away from home, and so I slept in the bed with Grandpa and Granny. I slept right in the middle, and in the middle of the night I woke up and I said, Granny, Granny, and Grandpa woke up and he said, son, what is it? I said, Grandpa, I've got a whisper. He said, that's all right, don't wake up your grandmother, just come on over here and whisper in Grandpa's ear. So that was a memory almost 35 years ago, and I still remember it to this day. And like that night, I spent the night with my grandmother. Each year of my life, the first week of September, I have come right here to the Dyer County Fair, even though it was at different locations, and I have made memories that would last a lifetime. See, it doesn't matter if you're young or old or wealthy or poor, urban or rural, we all have a common bond here at the Dyer County Fair. Whether it's winning a goldfish with a ping pong ball, a stuffed animal for your sweetheart, or winning grand champion with your art, craft, or animal. This fair is where memories are made. So let's take this week and make it no different than the 67 years before it, and remember those memories made in the past and strive to make new ones.
Our 2014 Miss Dyer County Fairest of the Fair, number 1, Miss Serena Mosley. Serena is the daughter of Marcus Mosley and Selena Mosley. Congratulations, girls.
Finally catching up with this year's Fairest of the Fair. Her name is Serena Mosley, and she is in the 11th grade at Dyer County High School. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we were talking a little bit earlier. When was your first beauty pageant?
Actually, it started when my aunt had a wedding, and I loved my flower girl dress so much that my mom put me in a pageant. And actually, the second pageant that I did was the Fairest of the Fair.
Really?
And I was 8 years old.
And she told me earlier that one of her earlier pageants was at the Dyer County Fair. Is that when you were little?
Yes.
When you were like 8 years old?
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a while.
Yes, I have. It's
Okay.
fun. I love it.
All right, now who are your parents?
Selena and Marcus Mosley.
Selena and Marcus Mosley, and you have a brother.
Yes, his name is LaMarcus, and he plays basketball at Martin Methodist College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, did he attend Dyer County High School also?
Yeah, he actually did.
All right, sounds good. We were talking earlier, too, about when you graduate high school, what your plans are for the future, and what do you want to do?
Oh, actually, ever since I was young, I've loved fashion. And so I plan on attending the University of Memphis and majoring in fashion design.
Well, another busy person around here at the Bigger and Better Dyer County Fair for 2014 is Sandy Baker. We have to catch her when we can because the beef livestock is coming in at this very minute we speak, and we want to interrupt you for a minute just to basically find out what have you got going on this year.
All right, this is Monday of the Dyer County Fair, and on Monday this year we're going to show our Red Angus and Black Angus beef cattle. They will come in. We'll also do our junior market steer show starting at 5 tonight, and we'll have that show, which is part of the Thursday, the Dyer County Junior Livestock Show. Then today we will have the Red Angus and Black Angus cattle come in. We'll show little ones, we'll show bulls, we'll show all night. So come out and see us.
All right, we're here at the Crops Building. Our theme this year at the Dyer County Fair is farmers, family, and freedom. And I don't know if I got them in the right order, but I want to show you a family that is very dear to the Dyer County Fair. We have 3 generations right here, you might say. I know Lori's your daughter-in-law, but kind of tell us who you are.
Paul Finley from Finley.
Emily Finley. And Elizabeth Finley.
Lori Finley.
Now, Lori is kind of over the Crops Building, and even when I was a little bitty kid entering crops, I remember coming, and she was very active and selecting the process. But, Lori, could you just tell us a little bit about what goes on here at the Crops Building?
People bring their crops, vegetables, honey, shop work, all their ag products. They come back here, and we have people all back here taking their entries. And then we have the youth board that take the entries from here, put them in each spot out there that they go to be judged.
Wow, it is a lot. It's kind of like being in a beehive around here. People are running around everywhere. And now, girls, I know you're working a book, right? You're entering.
Yes, sir.
What are you entering?
I'm entering Milo.
Milo, and now what are you doing?
I'm taking the crops back to their spots.
So everything has a place. Everybody comes and gets, every kid has a barcode. They come, bring their stuff. They bring it to you first, and you enter it in the book. Then they hand it off to you or someone else, and they put it in the right spot. And then Lori has to go and enter all the stuff and make sure after it's judged that it's done right. Now, Grandpa, you've been around for a long time. You've not only helped in this building, judged in the past, but you're on the executive board here for the Dyer County Fair Association, and you just run around everywhere. You're kind of like the top of the food chain. Is that right?
Well, I wouldn't say the top of the food chain. Everybody out here has their jobs to do and their departments to take care of, and that's what makes us so successful. We just do whatever needs to be done and help each other, and we're just one large family. I mean, the theme is ideal for what goes on out here.
Well, truly, we are a family as a Fair Board Association, and it is a family affair. Here you have 3 generations of Finleys working tirelessly to make sure that this fair goes off without a hitch. So thank you to the Finley family, and thank you for coming on down, because I know you're going to, and visiting the Crops Building to see the thousands of entries that are coming in right now today. It is Tuesday night at the Dyer County Fair. I am so excited. I mean, this has just been an absolute fair so far. We had opening ceremony last night, the truck and tractor pull.
Yes.
We have a new attraction, pig races. Folks, you've got to see it.
So cool. They're
Yes.
so cool, and these pigs actually swim through one of the little, I guess it's kind of a little triathlon for them.
That's right.
Already in the first position, we have a driver named Dyer Jr. And in the second position is Harvick. Yeah, all right, in the third position is Jeff Gordham. And in the fourth position, it's the female driver. It's Danica Fatback. Okay, now when I let these piggies out, I want to hear more piggy rooters. You guys ready? Let's go. Alrighty, look how fast they're going. Then look at number 3. Man, I ain't never seen anything run so fast in my life. And number 4. It's number 2. It's number 1 and number 3. 3, come on. Put the pedal to the metal. You forgot there's cookies here. It's number 4. Wowzer, it's Danica Fatback. Come on up here and get your high dollar medal. Orange position, we got Spider Pig. And in the blue position, it's Taylor Swifty Swine. Yeah. And in the green position, it's John Hog Jovi. And in the yellow position, everybody knows Willie Nelson, right? It's not him. It's Willie Smells Some. Okay, I want to hear about piggy rooters. Guys, ready? Let's go. What do we do? Let's go. Let's go. Come on, looks like it is green, and it's blue, and it's orange. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, see, we're doing a circle. Are you going to get here? It looks like a tie to me. Looks like green and orange. We got 2 winners.
It's Wednesday night. I'm Eric Maupin, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Debbie
Aw.
Bradshaw Hart. It is so
sweet.
good to be here.
Yes, it is good to be here. We're already to hump day of the week of the fair. Can't believe that. You know, we start on this fair months in advance, and then the fair starts on Monday, and then lo and behold, it's Wednesday. Next thing you know, we'll be tearing everything down.
Oh, I know, and I'm so sad. I wait 12 months for this week, and now it's already halfway over.
That's right. It kind of gets in your blood, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It really does.
Good morning. I'm Sandy Baker with the Dyer County Fair Board, and we are having, this is Wednesday at the Dyer County Fair, and we are having Special Needs Day. We are excited to have lots and lots of students out here having lots and lots of fun. We have students from Dyersburg, from Dyer County schools, from Lake County schools. We have students from the Developmental Skills Center, and they are all having a great time. The sun's shining, the rides are riding, our new amusement group that came in, Dixieland Amusement, is being awesome this morning. They've opened rides. They're letting kids ride. We've got the pig race going on, and then Security Bank will come in at 11 and feed everybody lunch today, and that's always a huge hit. So a big thanks to everybody that makes this day happen, because lots and lots of students have a big time at the Dyer County Fair.
It's Thursday night. First Citizens National Bank is our sponsor.
Big day.
Senior Citizens Day. I'm telling you, it has been wild.
It has been. You know, I used to think that Kids Day was the big day, but I'm about to think that Senior Citizens Day is even bigger.
One of my favorite days here at the Dyer County Fair, it is Senior Citizens Day, sponsored by First Citizens National Bank. Now, I have the head person in charge right here with me, and she's going to explain kind of what's going on in the background. There are people everywhere. If you still have time watching this, come down to the Dyer County Fair. We have something for everybody. Tell us what's going on.
Right now we're playing bingo. These people, they live for their bingo. Each year, I think this is some of the highlights of their year. And we are, First Citizens is really happy to sponsor this day, and we couldn't be happier to be out here. And we're about to feed some lunch. We're going to have lunch at about 11. We have people over riding rides. We have, like I said, we have bingo going on in the background. We've had breakfast this morning, and we're just hanging out, and we'd love to have y'all come on out.
Well, you know, I've noticed a lot of the First Citizens folks, if there's anybody left the bank, it's amazing. But there's a lot of y'all out here working hard to put this on. And I also noticed a lot of kids running around, assisting y'all in different things, hauling ice and drinks and that kind of thing. Who are they?
Absolutely. We have Dyersburg Middle School Student Council and Northview Middle School Student Council out here helping us, and we could not do it without them. We absolutely couldn't. These kids are working hard to serve the senior citizens of our community, and they're happy to do it, and we're happy to have them. And First Citizens is, we have a lot of people out here, but rest assured we do have a lot of people still at the banks. So if you need to go get your banking done, we are still open today.
Well, that is great, and I just want to thank you for being a sponsor. Thank you for the hard work you put in. This is truly an event you have to see. If you've never been to Senior Citizens Day, sponsored by First Citizens here at our fair, you need to come down sometime. And I also heard last night, what do you think the favorite ride is for our senior citizens in this county?
The Ferris wheel?
Believe it or not, it's the bumper cars. I was kind of blown away by that. Yes, so come on down. Crystal, thank you so much. We appreciate you and First Citizens.
this wearisome land. I've got a home in yonder city, good Lord, but you know it's not made by hand. I've got a mother, sister, and a brother who have been this way before. I am determined to go and see them, good Lord, way over on that other shore. River of Jordan, just to bathe my weary soul. If I could just touch the hem of his garment, good Lord, you know he'd take me home. 'Cause I am a pilgrim and a lonesome stranger, just wandering through this wearisome land. I've got a home in yonder city, good Lord, but you know it's not made by hand. I said it's not made by hand.
And welcome. We're at Friday night here at the Dyer County Fair. We have had an absolutely wonderful week. It's Friday night. Kids Day. Kids were everywhere.
Woo. Well, you know, when we told you to drop your kid off at 9 and come back and get them at 4, you did what we asked you to.
Thank you.
And we appreciate that.
Yes.
And we think we took good care of them.
We did. We did take good care of
Fed
them.
them, entertained them.
They ought to sleep good tonight, that's all I can say, because they were running around, riding rides. There were a whole lot of things to see, games to play. We did tractor driving. We did all sorts of neat things.
That's true. And then I believe Burke's Beverage fed them hot dogs today.
That is correct.
I think they did. That was a nice thing for them to do.
This is Cody Anderson.
let's make a Tennessee River. Yeah.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed our show. It's probably time for us to rock and roll on out of here. What do you think?
I think so. I'm sad. We'll be a year older the next time you see us.
We will. For sure, we'll see you next year.
Thanks again for being a part of the bigger and better Dyer County Fair. Our freedom, our farmers, our fair. We encourage you to see every memorable event at the Dyer County Fair, including the Demolition Derby, livestock shows, all kinds of fun for the kids. And don't forget, this year's Bigger and Better Midway featuring the Dixieland Carnival Company. And thanks for watching.